straight up here and come right down on top of these boogers like this. But if I'm going to start getting the ball higher in the air, I'm going to start going a little bit more out to the right, that way, this way.
All right, guys, so what Mac's talking about here is flighting the ball, right? And he's saying that if he wants to hit a straight ball, you can see how he's leaning left. See that left knee and the foot flare way forward? The camera's not in a perfect angle, but he is leaning ahead of that golf ball with his belt buckle and his nose, okay? Then he lifts the club up vertically. In other words, it's hinging up straight in front of him. There is no behind in that left arm. The hands are not going behind his right hip, okay? So he just takes it straight up, sends it straight down, and the club comes in straight into the back of the ball. Not inside out, not outside in, but just down the line, like just a hand grenade divot down there, as they'll call it later. So it's a very explosive squeezing down shot. And then he talks about right here how if he wants to hit it higher, then he's going to swing in to out. So he is more centered there. You don't see much of knee flex, right? And then he lets the right shoulder go under, and then he flips the club up to the right, inside out, and let it roll up to the right to hit the higher shot. Now he goes left-handed because he can. He is GRADY, savant.
Right. Now watch right. I hit behind it. Now if I take it inside here like this, I open up, keep my left shoulder down here. Now I come down right here, and I tell him just right. I'm right on my line.
Right there. Got it?
So,
if you wanted to, you could hit way out here by opening up.
Beating yourself to death.
So, you know, if you're taking the divots, you're taking what's going on. If I open up more of my shoulders,
that's what I'm saying.
That way, hold the angle, come on down. That's, watch my divot get out from the ball.
Yes.
You know, I got some stuff going as far as beating. See his divots.
So I'll just play this back a little bit, guys. So he's scratched a line there in front of him in the sand. There's a line right in front of his club going between his legs out to the other guy standing there, which is Andy Plummer, by the way, of Stack and Tilt. And he's demonstrating and telling these guys how to get the divots past that scratch in the ground. Now, what he's telling you here is that the hands are back there, but as he unwinds the left shoulder away from the ball, that brings the left arm out in front of his toes. And the more he does that, the more you can swing down in front of that line. So you don't drop the right shoulder. You spin out the left arm and make that left arm come all the way out past the toes when you really want to control hitting in front.
If you wanted to, you could hit way out.
You'll see it now.
Right
Right there. And then the more you hold the angle while you do that, like he did right here, you can see he's really lagging, but he's unwinding, and the hands right now are probably they're well past his left leg. And that's how you can hit a divot way out past your body. Just keep your head over and crunched over the ground and don't go into any body extension. So over here he's going to talk about the same thing. You'll see his left shoulder start to come to us on the way down. And that's controlling, getting that club out in front by the left foot. Remember, if you especially with short game shots, you know, he's gonna hit these shots.
Of them were bats. When my right shoulder goes down like this, now the divot gets out more front. You see it? So that one was like that far in front? Right elbow's bent, opening up the shoulder down, then my right shoulder brings it down, then it releases like this, then that's how you... I've done it. I'm looking at my divot started 3 inches out in front of the ball.
That's me.
Okay? It is. You know, but if I'm hitting in these knockdowns like this, go over here like this, you know, you want to blast it, you've got to get that divot after the ball. That's a little grenade divot. Look at that deep angle set that comes up.
Grenade divot, I love it.
Like here, and you see the face turn over that way. That's about 45.
Yeah, he didn't flip the face. That ground makes it stay square too. Let's fade that back. So what's he doing? He's holding the angle of the wrist, okay? And he's unwinding the right shoulder out and delaying. And so the hands end up well past his foot here while he's hitting. You can see how far ahead. And he's purposely trying to hit the divot way, way forward. And you can see the head and the zipper and such are forward of that golf ball. But as he demonstrates this one, when he really tucks that arm in here, he'll come down, really hold that elbow. Now, that elbow point right there, guys, is almost by his belly button, right? He's really trying to just, abduct it, just really kind of AD it, right? And you can see there, my friend Anish said, how do I get that adduction? Well, that is how you do it. You get the crazy right elbow way across, which is kind of a Dustin Johnson move. And right forearm now is pointing way out by that stick out. See, that right forearm is pointing way out by the stick. And that keeps the club off the ground. You're trying to keep the lag in the hands too. And then you unthrash it forward. And there's the real steep hand grenade divot.
You want to blast it, you've got to get that divot after the ball. That's a little grenade divot. Look at that deep angle set comes up. It's not coming down like here and you see the face turn over that way. That's about 45 degrees.
Okay, so if you were going CF, right, which he tends to do
Right, you got a problem.
Right.
Because you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's why short game, watch. Here's 8 iron.
And I was going to get a short game. You talk CF, that's end to out, centrifugal force. They named it CF. That's end to out, and so then you can hit behind divots, especially with short game.
Right, you got a problem.
Right.
Because you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's why short game, watch. Here's 8 iron. If I go short
Got an
game,
8 iron
I take
opened
it
up.
inside and come out with a drop kick. And I have a very shallow angle descent. Guy goes like, he gets the yips.
He gets the
That's
yips
why it's
because you
gotta
got
go outside
inside
here
and
like this, come right
the
down
ball
line.
forward, and
This is
you
the
got
line
to
like
stab
this.
at
Watch.
it.
If I take this outside up here, watch. Right on the line here, watch. Hello?
Right.
Hello? Now if I take it inside, come here, now that's an inch behind.
So all those three hit those line of divots there. He took the club out towards the yellow basket behind him, outside in. Well, I would say, yeah, outside and in. You can see the divots going left there. And then look where his knee is and his shoulder, left shoulder and right shoulder, how forward everything and how open they are, right? So he could just make sure he kept hitting past that spot and catching those. I'll do it again.
Hello?
Right.
Hello? Now if I take it inside, come here, now that's an inch behind it. And if my tilt goes underneath it, it goes 6 inches behind.
Yeah, and then
Trust
if you take
me,
it
we've done
inside
it.
and
Know
tilt
it.
backwards, that right shoulder, dead duck soup.
Every little nuance with some of this stuff, right? So if I sit here, like see how it's coming outside and up, and I just open it up like here, I catch it just perfect right where I want, right at the right angle. So this is outside. So that's why if you take it inside here, you got to open up to come to this one, catch it just on the angle. Or you got to open it up. If
Yeah, you
go
gotta
over here
loop
and
it
go under,
around.
You got a problem. Now, if you're going to go CF, the ball starts.
He's saying, hey, there's some guys out here that will take it inside, and then they bring the left arm out by unwinding and delaying the swing down, and you can get the angle and catch the ground where you want to do it. But that's a big master move. You have to practice. Probably pretty much more of a natural of your pattern would be, but you can train that. But why not just take it out towards the basket?
If you go over here and go under, you got a problem. Now, if you're going to go CF, the ball starts going back in your stance.
Right.
Because you have it too far up.
So to play CF, you want to move the ball back so it's in the back of the arc,
And you have to get your weight.
Yeah.
and you don't have to hold the club. You
So,
can
if I'm going
kind
to
of
start
really
going
let
CF
it
with these
go.
shots here like this, with this
Got
back
it
over
back
here.
now.
You see how far forward?
Shift it forward and just let it go, man. So, yeah, if you play this a few times and kind of listen to my words, listen to his words, I'm helping you, figure out what the heck he's doing here. I think it's important because it goes
Unless
fast.
you hold your angle like this and go like this, you can't do that either.
And you can read
And
it,
you have to get your weight.
but
Yeah.
it needs to be trained and
So,
thought of.
if I'm going to start going CF in these shots
especially
here
when you're
like
away
this,
from the course.
with this back over
When you
here.
get there, you can start doing stuff.
You see how far forward?
All right, so you signed up for Morad. That's awesome. GRADY, one of the hardest hitting golf ball that I've ever heard in my 2003 school with him, Vegas. So what you're going to learn here is how to set your body on the ground, how to get your center of balance, your center of gravity, as we say, pivoting, keeping yourself organized with your head, the wrist joints, how they set, to accelerate the club down with the pivot train. Right side coming through, elbow, hip, shoulder, everything accelerating through with a bunch of speed and balance. Mac looked the smoothest as anybody, like a Ben Hogan.